What's going on, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy Rock from Rock Shop. I just thought I would bring you a video of a couple things that I sold in the beginning of the week. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2020. So let's get right into the video. Now, I just actually sold this like not even 20 minutes ago. I was trying to set up a screen, so I figured that I would just give you guys the raw background of all the things that I have, because my basement is my warehouse. It's a pretty decent size. I have a lot of racks, a lot of things hanging. Most of my clothing is hanging, like my dress shirts and my short sleeve, my button downs, my jackets, sport coat, blazer, etc. But anyway, let's get into the video. This here is a vintage 92 remote control car. I think I only paid $1 for it. I just took an offer for $10 with paid shipping, just to kind of get rid of it. It is pretty cool. I did play with it for a little bit. It's pretty fast. I just sold these. These sold today while I was at work. These are pretty cool polo. Okay, that was my daughter. She just got home from work. I think so. I know she works and she goes to school full time, so she has a busy life. It's snowing out here in Pennsylvania. We have ice and everything, so she was just explaining to me what's going on. Anyway, let's get back to this. What's going on with these shorts? They're pretty dope. They're all over Pony. I expected to get a little bit more for them, but it is winter time here. I know it's warmer in other areas, but I know they're going to sit for a really long time, so I just took an offer for like $20 on them just to kind of move them. I think they were $25. I'm running a 30% sale. I think I took an offer for $18 just to get rid of them. I was at the bins and I did pick up all these sunglasses. Excuse me. They were all like in one box, and these are pretty cool. I like the frames. They're really colorful, floral. I think it's Dana Buckman, is that how you pronounce it? Something like that. And I sold them today for $14 plus shipping. So not too bad for something I got at the bins that was pretty inexpensive. These are at the bins too, the Goodwill bins. For those of you who don't know, the Goodwill bins, some people call it the weigh and pay, that you pay by the pound. So the more you buy, the better the rate is. I think our bins is like $1.19 if you get like 50 pounds or more, and the lower the weight is, the higher it is per pound. So it makes sense to just get 50 pounds and just spend $60. So, but I mean, depending on what you're looking for, since I've been going, I haven't really been getting 50 pounds. So this is Bob Marley and the Wailers, Rastaman, Vibration, Babylon by Bus, 8-track lot of 2. So I got a decent amount for these. I got $25 for them. The Nike Air Force One, they are like a reptile croc print, or whatever you want to call it. As you can see, kind of right around just on the sides. They are pretty dope. They were way too big for me. I'm like a 10.5, 11. These are a size 13. Sometimes I'll keep sneakers if they fit me and my kids, because we wear Nikes and Jordans and all that stuff. Anytime. So let's get into more informative. Give you guys some more information. This is a Harris tweed. Anytime you guys see this label, pick it up, because you're going to make money. If you can get it for $5, $10, for a decent amount, depending on what the sub brand is, because Harris tweed is just the material, kind of like Laura Piana, whatever you want to call it. But they're usually vintage. I'm not sure if this label is vintage. It's supposed to be made. Let me see if I can find it does say made in Egypt. It's supposed to be like Scotland wool or something. This is different. So this isn't a, this is a different Harris tweet. I think this is a newer label. I mean, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure. But anytime you see Harris tweet, pick it up. I did a pretty good job at putting this up. Doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty good if I do say so myself. This I found at the bins too. I scanned it. Anytime you see something and you're not really sure what it's worth, just scan it. Give it a scanny scan. Scan it in. Just scan it in. Tap taparoo. So I picked this up. A little tiny box. It weighed 2 ounces shipping. I got $25 for it. So whatever I paid for at the bins for that was like, you know, next to nothing. Very inexpensive. I got these at the bins too. I've been selling a lot of things I've been getting at the bins lately. So it's kind of telling me something. Maybe I should just keep going to the bins. Doing pretty good at the bins. These are Sennheiser. Not really sure how you pronounce it, but the comps were like really good on these. They are the HD 280 Pro, 64 ohms. I found another pair of headphones there last time. I can't remember the name, but they were another expensive studio headphones. Anytime you see the, you know, I have a pair of wired Beats, and they're really good. They're way better than these. These are very low bass. So I don't know if that's just, I think if they had a louder volume, I know my computer doesn't have a high output. I don't know if that has something to do with my sound card, but anyway, I got $35, I think. I took an offer for $35. I might have been able to get maybe $50 or $60 if I would have waited it out, but I just want to get my return back as fast as possible. So that's a good brand to look for. Be on the lookout for that brand. I'll show you there's the logo, or whatever you want to call it, the brand. Hugo Boss is kind of a hit or miss for me. This is a full zip sweat jacket. I'm not sure. I think it went to New York. I saw a lot of items to New Yorkers, especially older vintage clothing. This is a orange tag, so I do believe that this is not made in Turkey. You're a turkey. Okay, yeah, no offense to anyone that lives in Turkey. I'm just a goofball. But this is Hugo Boss orange tag. Like I said, it's hit or miss with Hugo Boss. I used to pick it up in the beginning. I don't think I've ever really done that well with Hugo Boss anyway. Sometimes I pass it up. I usually don't, because it does sell. It just takes a long time to sell it. There it is. That's the sound. Best offer. Looks like something that's been sitting a while. I think I should take an offer on it. Yeah, why not? I gotta move. Some of this stuff's gotta move. I gotta get rid of it. I have so much stuff. I have 1,800 items, and I was just looking at my suits yesterday, and I actually have suits that are not listed. So I'm gonna have to do an inventory check, and that sounds like a nightmare to me, but I think I have to do it. These were Michael Kors. This was at the bins also with the, I grabbed a whole bag of eyeglasses and sunglasses, and there was, I just grabbed the whole bag because I looked inside and I did see some good brands. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to take the whole bag. Since I'm not going to pay that much for them, whatever is junk, I'll just toss it out. Because sometimes you just have to move, you know, really fast. You don't want to keep buying junk constantly, but sometimes it's easier just to take the whole thing. I like surprises too, you know. But you don't want to do that all the time. You don't want to waste your money, you know, because that's not why we're doing this. But these are Michael Kors, blah, 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 780 golden brown. There's really no, I mean, eyeglasses sell. People buy them. They buy them for the frames. If they, you know, if they break the lenses. This I found at the bins too. Louis Vuitton. This is called the Epi Red. This little design, it kind of looks like a wooden design. It's leather. It's called Epi. And a lot of people are looking for the Epi Red, the red design. This was a really small, kind of like a lipstick case or a key holder. I don't know what it is. There's only one that I seen that sold online, but it wasn't the red one. It was the signature one, the one with all the the logos all over it, the kind of all over logo, whatever you want to call that. But I like it. I think it's a dope design, the brown design. But I seen Louis Vuitton. I knew what it was, so I picked it up. I knew it would sell. I think it sold. I listed it high, and I just took an offer for like $35, just to, because it's small. It's probably vintage. I'm guessing it's vintage. So I put vintage in the title because I do believe it is vintage. So I got $35 for it. Not too shabby. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to show you a few things. I have a couple other items, but I don't want to bombard this video with, tons of what sold. So I'm going to try to list a video every day of things that I'm selling to give you guys a general idea of what to pick up. Sometimes you just have to kind of make a really good educated guess on what you're going to pick up and what's going to sell. I do it a lot, and it usually almost always pays off, because once you get a good feel for all the things that you see, and you're constantly looking things up, you're going to know what to pick up, and you're going to know right away when you see something that looks unique, it's special, you know that it's probably worth money. Like when I picked them headphones up, they were heavy, and I knew that they were probably expensive when they were new. So I looked them up, and boom, the comps were like $80, $70, $60. So I mean, I took an offer for not as much, but I mean, they were also missing the 3.5 adapter, which is the plug-in that plugs into a bigger stereo, like an old 8-track or whatever, amplifier or whatever, something like that. It's just an adapter, a gold adapter. It was missing, and the one that goes to it screws on. So I was like, well, it's missing that. They're not new, they're not with the box. So I took an offer, boom, they're gone, they're out the door, and I made a little bit of money, and that's, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget, remember, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. It's all about learning, gaining more knowledge every day, more and more information inside your noggin, because that's what you need to succeed and make it in this business. The more you know, the more you'll grow. So with that being said, peace out.